Yes, it's that time of year again. The time of year when every YouTuber and their dog ranks every Premier League shirt. And as YouTube's shirt connoisseur, of course I'm doing this video. Obviously. It's easy views. Just before we get into this, it's incredibly important for you to realise that this is my list. My opinion isn't your opinion. Don't let my opinion shape your opinion on shirts either. Have your own opinion. Likely you're going to disagree with me on pretty much every choice I've made here. So let me know in the comments section and I'll look at your list and then I'll decide it still hasn't changed mine. Also note that Crystal Palace haven't released their home kit yet. It's like a week before the season starts. It's great. Thank you, Palace. Thank you, Crystal Palace, for making this 19 instead of 20. I hope you're very happy.
Thanks a lot, you idiot.
Anyway, no need to waffle in this video. Let's get straight into it with 19th. So last season, I was pretty critical of this shirt because I thought it was pretty boring and bog standard. So then this season, they've taken the blue stripes and made them yellow. It's the Leeds home shirt. And as a Leeds fan, that's going to go down well. Definitely bear in mind that I'm going to be more critical of Leeds stuff because I'm a Leeds fan. It's just a case of the training wear and the lifestyle collections Adidas have done for Leeds have been very solid. But I think for the home kit, they've just done the bare minimum and it really annoys me. The keeper shirt for Leeds is great. But our home shirt, it just seems like Adidas have gone, well, Leeds have a really engaged fan base anyway. So if we put effort into the shirt or not, they're still going to buy it. And that means they can just do a lazy shirt, which is going to sell loads anyway. And I think it stinks. So 19th is Leeds. In at 18th, I've gone for Premier League newcomers, Brentford. I just think Umbro was so good in the 90s. And nowadays it feels like they miss far more than they hit. In English clubs anyway, and this is in my opinion. Coupled with that awful Hollywood Bets sponsor, which is just, they're not going to be a business in 3 years, are they? It's not exactly the best kit for a club that's been out of the top flight since 1947, is it? 17th, I've gone for Newcastle. The base shirt for this, by Castor, is genuinely really classy. It looks sleek, and if you took that sponsor off it, it would be a great shirt. And obviously people get annoyed at me for not liking betting sponsors. But it's the size of it. It basically takes up the entire shirt. Look at the size of that sponsor. It's like 3 foot. Fun88 are calling me. Cease and desist. Anyway, with the size of that sponsor, you're basically spending £65 to walk around in a shirt that is essentially a billboard for that company. I said it last season with the Manchester United Chevrolet sponsor. I felt it was just far too big. And the same thing here with this Fun88 one. I think it just ruins what would have been a top 10 shirt. In at 16th, I've gone for Wolves for basically the same reasons as I cited for Leeds. It just feels like the bare minimum has been done. Couple that with a really forgettable sponsor and it just becomes a really forgettable shirt. It's amazing how iconic sponsors can heighten things. If that had an old school Doritos sponsor on there, that shirt would be amazing. It's the little details, and people are going to moan at me saying, you can't really be too creative with a home shirt. You can't, but then I can still criticise if it looks naff. This shirt could have been so great. In at 15th is Watford. I love that they've done something different with it. They've really tried to make this a really cool shirt. And once again, it's ruined by a massive sponsor on there. There's a bit of a pattern. 5 shirts so far, 5 betting sponsors. For those who didn't know the exact total, 9 of the 20 clubs in the Premier League this season have a betting sponsor on the front of their shirts. If we could just ban them, I'm aware it takes away income for the clubs, right? I know all of that. But for a consumer, it's much better to wear a shirt that's got Packard, Thistles Hotels, rather than Spobet. Or Spotop. Well, I don't even know what it is. 14th is my first choice that I can actually see angering a few people because there's a fine line between classy and doing the bare minimum. And I think Umbro have done the bare minimum here for West Ham again. I know people are going to love this shirt potentially and say you don't need to overdo too much, but it's not for me. Obviously, a bare minimum shirt isn't for me. Into 13th, worth noting that every shirt from this point onwards, I actually don't dislike. I actually think they're all alright. And starting with that is the Chelsea home shirt. Last season, I ranked Chelsea pretty highly, and I noted that I quite liked the free sponsor. But once again, it's just so big. And the problem is, the base shirt for this, I reckon if you got that in Vapor Knit without a sponsor, it would look really good. But free. In at 12, we've got Spurs. It's classy, it's not offending anyone, it's a Spurs home shirt. 11th is Leicester, and once again, it doesn't look that bad. It's actually quite a nice shirt, but once again, it's an example of Adidas being really lazy and just using a template. The reason I'm so complimentary of Nike is that they've ditched templates for the elite teams going forward. Teams in the top flight shouldn't usually have a template now with Nike, so most shirts, or every shirt for a big club, is going to look different. Whereas Adidas, they're like, we'll make this one blue. Same thing exactly with the Leeds goalkeeper shirt I said I liked earlier. It's exactly the same shirt, as you can see on screen, as another team's goalkeeper shirt, which is effort. Into the top 10, and starting there with the Southampton home shirt. Once again, Hummel just make really classy shirts, don't they? But once again, the sponsor is just... If you look at the shirt and the design, it's great, but it's hard to ignore that eyesore of a sponsor. One side note quickly, these videos tend to get seen by people who don't really watch this channel. This channel is about football shirts, and one of the big things for football shirts and collectors is ensuring that the shirt has a nice sponsor, because if you're just going to have a shirt in 10 years time, no one's going to want a shirt with a random betting company on it. Like, that's why these shirts are so like... These are all national team shirts, they didn't have sponsors, but like this shirt, like if this had a betting sponsor on it, it wouldn't be as iconic. It takes away from a shirt, its staying power in 10 years time, how much it's worth, how much people look and adore it. Like, it genuinely does make a huge difference. In at 9th place, we have the Liverpool home shirt. I was really complimentary of the home shirt last season, and this one's pretty solid too. I just don't prefer the orange trim to the bluey green one they had last season. Preferred last season's a bit more than this one. In at 8th, we've got Burnley, and this one reminds me a lot of the Valencia shirts from last season with that pattern on the sleeves. I think it's a cool design, I think it's a cool shirt, and it's nice for Burnley to have a shirt that's different to the ones that they usually have. In at 7th, I know people are loving this shirt, it's the Arsenal home shirt. I think it's alright, but it's high because you can get long sleeves. Long sleeves are back. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In at 6th place, we've got Everton. Once again, an example of Hummel making really classy shirts. And that kazoo sponsor will always be funny to me because I am a child. Into the top 5, and starting with 5th, which is Brighton. I know I said I like shirts that do something different, but something about this and the way they've marketed it, and, you know, Ben White modelling it, it just looks really classy as a shirt. Not sure he's going to be there playing in it this season, so, you know, that's unlucky. I'm aware sometimes my opinions contradict themselves with, like, effort on shirts and stuff, but you know a classy shirt when you see one, and this Brighton shirt is classy. 4th place is a shirt that I wasn't too keen on until I saw it in person, but I think Puma have actually smashed it with the Man City home shirt. The detailing inside the shirt is great, and you've also got that 93-20 on the neck as well, because commemorating Aguero's goal. Puma have smashed it. Top 4. Into the top 3, and in 3rd place, I think Kappa have done their best work this season with Aston Villa. I love this home shirt. I think it's everything you'd probably want in a Villa home shirt. This season has potential to be a really exciting one for Villa as a whole. And who knows, maybe in 5 to 10 years, this will be a shirt that they look back on really fondly. Who knows? We've got 2 clubs left. Both of their fans are probably watching like, I didn't think we'd get this high. 2nd place is the Manchester United home shirt. I just think it's really classy. Like, it's like, I don't know. Once again, maybe a bit simplistic, but I really like how classy it looks. Like, all of these photos you've been seeing on screen, they look great. And once again, there's a long sleeve option, which also looks fantastic. Weird that they've got a team viewer sponsor. I don't know why a remote desktop access company has sponsored a football team, but maybe this is the reaction they wanted. Like, we'll get more people using I don't know. I don't work in marketing anymore. This is my job now. How small my thumbs are. It's not even a joke. Like, ridiculous. Like, first place. Oh, this is gonna boil. This is gonna boil so much. This is my opinion. The Norwich home shirt. I genuinely love it. I think it's fantastic. And also, they've got that iconic Lotus sponsor on there from when they were in the Premier League before. I just think it's a really classy, great home shirt. And they've also got a long sleeve option, and it's different because it adds a new design to the shirt as well. It carries on that pattern with the green down the sleeves as well. Norwich City, aware people are going to either love or hate that. I'm fully aware of that before you let me know in the comments. But personally, I fall on the side of love, and I think it's the strongest shirt in the Premier League this season. But on Norwich. Yes guys, so that concludes my ranking of every Premier League home shirt for the 21-22 season. Be sure to let me know your list in the comment section down below, and also let me know how much of a genius or idiot I am. I would prefer if you let me know I was a genius. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Ellis. Be sure to subscribe for more football shirt content. Ciao, ciao. Bye.